Amid massive outrage from the people, the opposition, and even some Tory leaders, UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson admitted and apologised for attending a Bring Your Own Booze party at the Downing Street during the first wave of the pandemic.
Number 10 is a big department with the garden as an extension of the office, which has been in constant use because of the role of fresh air in stopping the virus. And when I went into that garden just after 6 on the 20th of May 2020 to thank groups of staff before going back into my office 25 minutes later to continue working, I believed implicitly that this was a work event.
This is the first time that Johnson acknowledged attending the 20th of May 2020 garden party, though he added that he considered it a work event. Apologising to the people, the UK Prime Minister apologised, saying that there are things the government did not get right.
With hindsight, I should have sent everyone back inside. I should have found some other way to thank them. And I should have recognised that even if it could be said technically to fall within the guidance, there would be millions and millions of people who simply would not see it that way, people who suffered terribly, people who were forbidden from meeting loved ones at all, inside or outside. And to them and to this House, I offer my heartfelt apologies.
While Johnson presented his admission and explanation, the opposition MPs were seen mocking the Prime Minister. Loud laughter echoed in the House of Commons as Johnson made his arguments.
I say to him that he is wrong. He is wrong in what he said. He said what he is wrong what he said is wrong in several key respects.
Keir Starmer, leader of the opposition Labour Party, dismissed Johnson's apology as worthless and slammed Johnson for belatedly speaking out after what he called months of deceit and deception, and calls for Johnson to resign only grew louder.
After months of deceit and deception, the pathetic spectacle of a man who's run out of road. His defence that he didn't realise he was at a party. It is so ridiculous that it's actually offensive to the British public. He's finally been forced to admit what everyone knew, that when the whole country was locked down, he was hosting boozy parties in Downing Street. Yes. Is he now going to do the decent thing and resign?
He's not apologised, Mr. Speaker, for breaking the rules and breaking the law. He's sorry because he's been caught. Yeah. He is bang to rights. Yeah. So when my constituents were making unimaginable decisions, he was hosting a boozy party in Downing Street. So how does he think he can still maintain the one rule for him and another for the rest of us? Yeah. He cannot, and he must resign.
Some of the Tories, too, want Johnson to go. Responding to the opposition, Johnson urged all sides to await the findings of an internal inquiry that he has commissioned. Boris Johnson maintained his silence since an email was leaked earlier this week in which a senior aide invited more than 100 colleagues to the evening of May the 20th, 2020, encouraging them to bring their own booze. Now, the event occurred when people in the UK were under the strict COVID-19 restrictions. Boris Johnson has been facing a flurry of accusations over Downing Street parties and a sleaze scandal, among other issues which have sparked public anger. and led to a fall in poll ratings. Now, Johnson, who had hoped to start the new year afresh, leaving behind the accusations, has landed himself in an even worse situation as the scandal dubbed Partygate becomes the biggest crisis of Johnson's 2.5 years in power.
WION, now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.